Okay, I'm going to try to make this video here. It's the last day of July, Sunday, July 31st, 2016. So they got videoke going on outside. Of course, for those of you that don't know, I'm in the Philippines, and it can get quite loud here sometimes. But I got to make this video in order to get this time stamp, because once it passes over till the first, then all this data right here will be lost, because I do this on a month-to-month thing. So far, $478.79 in profit for the month. I didn't even really take any losses. I stayed out of Brexit, and I haven't really done much. Some of this I had sitting for a while. See where the swap is, because part of my strategy is hold out. You can't let these people steal your money once you get a good trade set up. But I explain all that in the best Forex strategy. I did predict in my previous video that this Brexit thing, see, this is where the Brexit happened here for the Euro USD. It happened with the Great British Pound and the Euro, anything affecting that. So the Euro and the Great British Pound both did a major dive. So I'm sure you're into this, you already know that. Well, I'm predicting that it'll recover. So it did a little bit, and then it started dropping again, but it's starting to recover some more. I think this is going to take a little while, because actually, from my understanding, even though the British exited the European Union, um, it still hasn't really taken effect yet. They haven't made any resolutions or whatever, so they're still, kind of up in arms. But as far as it goes right now, they're still technically in the European Union. So I think it was a big scare thing, and they're definitely going to get their money, you know. So don't let them steal yours. And that's a lot of the best Forex strategies, thinking like the bankers. I have no way of editing this stuff. I'm not getting a lot of views on my videos. I'm not all that entertaining of a guy. I just, do it like I see it, and just do it. I'm not out to make a fortune off of selling you the best Forex strategy. You can buy it if you want. You also get a copy of the Codex of Money, which has other strategies on how to make money. It's just, a matter of doing it and studying the material and learn one strategy. And if I got any advice to give anybody about this, is pick a strategy and stick to it, and stay away from the binary option bot things and all them strategies, because you'll eventually lose money if you take a bonus and all that. Straight Forex, I use the 4-hour and the daily chart. You see, if you look at the daily chart on this, it didn't really look like it's recovering, but if you look at the daily chart, here's where it dropped. So it has recovered about 50% of what it lost. It's all like that up and down the board as far as the euro goes. Um, but I mean, I can't make any predictions. And this is on the 4-hour chart here, but being that this is like this, I might as well make this point. I like to look at the 4-hour chart and see where it's going. But if you zoom in and zoom out of these things, if you zoom out, you can get a better indication of where it's going. Let's see, if I go to the daily chart, and see, that gives you a whole different view, and these indicators work well on the daily chart, the indicators and the settings that I have with the best Forex strategy. Because, I mean, if you look at it this way, like this is a daily chart, alright, so this is several days in a row, and, stupid cat. Anyways, that's several days in a row, and, I mean, you look at that, it's been actually dropping for the past 17, 18 days, but look how much it's dropped in that time. We're looking at 6,571 pips, or points, however you want to call them. But I read the MT4, I read the crosshairs. You click your wheel, put your crosshairs down there. So somebody could have easily gained about, I don't know, 4 or 5,000 pips just by holding out for, so many days, and I usually do it increments at a time, like I talked back in my videos about taking half of it, because when it gets to a price level, if you take half of that price level, you know it's going to go down there at least halfway once it breaks that price level, and eventually get there, especially if it's below um, your envelopes here in your custom moving average. So I talk about all this in the best Forex strategy. I didn't want to run this video on too long, but I had to make a video for the end of the month. So this is the last day, July 21st, last day, July 21st, 2016, and $478.79 in profit. And we are um, we got a balance of $6,638.99, which isn't too much higher than last month. It's well about $500, 470 some dollars. So, anyways, I haven't really been paying much attention to this. I've been kind of busy going back to the U.S. So, all right, that's it for this video. You have a good day.